Hello, I'm here Olamiju, and this is Raise Your Game. Welcome to season 2 of Raise Your Game. Raise Your Game is a personal development blog where we explore how everyday ideas can become breakthrough concepts that leads to real life tangible improvements in one's journey through life. And today's topic is what is quite a very interesting one, and I've called it Identity Crisis. Are you a taker or a maker? And this concept was brought to me one of these days. I was driving across the streets of Lagos, and I discovered that there's an incredible large amount of people who were begging for cash, who were begging for alms on the roads. And it stuck with me, and for that day, I don't know why. And I just kept on thinking, why is this person begging? This person has hands, can talk, can move around, can walk, that. Why is this person begging? Now, there are other people who were a little disabled, but they could still move around. They could still use their hands. Some could use their legs, and they could still talk as well, but they kept on begging, and that really stuck with me. And as I kept on thinking about and ruminating about this, I discovered that look, now apart from those who you see begging on the roads, there are quite a lot of beggars all around the country, and some of them wear suits, some of them wear wonderful skirts, they look beautiful, wear high heels and all that, and these are not I'm talking about people who need some form of assistance from the public for them to be able to feel well on a regular day, and these people are bound in their millions. For example, the lady who goes to work but still requires to get some compliments from every man she meets or even her friends before she feels good about herself is a beggar. Well, let me just use the word taker. That person is a taker. There are millions of citizens of the country who are waiting for some stipend from our government, from our local government chairman or one councillor, or looking for some stipend or some free cash somewhere. Those also are takers. There are also people who run around, go to clubs and all that, and have meetings with their friends, not because they have any particular thing to offer, but they are looking for some kind of contact that will help them get into one place or the other. These also are takers, and these are the legitimate ones that have no crime associated with them. There are other people who are also takers, the who take by force, the armed robbers, the assassins, and all that, and the corrupt politicians. All these people belong to the group of people I call takers. They are all beggars in a sense of the word. And how did this happen? I started thinking about it, and one word came to my mind, and that was identity crisis. Now, identity crisis is a concept that was developed and propagated by Erik Erikson, a developmental psychologist back in the 70s, and he defined, or identity crisis defined as a personal psychosocial conflict involving some form of confusion about one's social role, and many times it goes on to cause a disconnect between that person and the reality that the person sees. Now, that's what identity crisis is. And so I thought about it. Now, if these people really know who they were, would they still beg? If these people knew how much, if they put a lot of effort into the talents they have and the kind of person they are, and look into the future, would they see that they were able to make it in life? That the people who have been able to push society forward, who have created inventions, also at one point had some issues with identity crisis, but they were able to rise above it and create one of the greatest companies on earth, the greatest inventions on earth. Steve Jobs and the iPhone. Steve Jobs at one point had to go to India. He went into Buddhism, went to a lot of things because he didn't know who he was. But right now we know the legacy that he has left for us. Bill Gates created one of the world's most profitable companies, Microsoft, and all of this. These people at some point in time had identity crisis, but they've been able to move over and above it. People have, and I'm going to just stick with the word, loss of confusion about one's social role. One's social role, if you understand that people are different and there are several things and several talents and several things that this world has not seen, all it requires is for someone to bring it up to the table, a particular talent, a particular invention, a particular thing that makes the world better. The person makes that stuff, monetizes it, and the world is a better place for it, and that person is better off for it. So I thought about it. What are the things that can contribute to identity crisis in this world? Because I know that if that thief knows that if he works with his hands and does this and puts a lot more effort into all that, he will be a better person in life. And I know that if that assassin knows that he doesn't have to kill someone before his own life gets better, he definitely wouldn't kill, because he knows that he will make it in life. And so that's it. So I thought about it. What are the three things that are the areas of conflict? Number one, conflict about who you are. Number two, conflict about what you have. Number three, conflict about who you have or you have allowed into your personal space. And I'll take them one by one. Conflict about who you are. If you know who you really are deep down, you will not engage in certain practices. If you knew, imagine Bill Gates, back in the days, if he could look forward to see what Microsoft will become 30, 40 years down the line, I'm sure he will have even made some more changes than what he did while he was young. And that's the issue about it. If you think about it, are you a thinker or a doer? Are you someone who is introspective or who is an extrovert? These are the things that you will be able to find out to see who you really are. You are going to have to be able to look at these things. And for you to be able to find out who you are, it's quite simple. Number one, you can get the academic route, which is you read books on temperament. There are books by Tim LaHaye, and there's this new temperament 16 temperament model that was propagated by Myers-Briggs and stuff, and people and that you can read about that. But you can also go the way of the introspection. You introspect. Look, this is how it is. Your purpose in life is not far from your desires. A TV likes to show colors, moving images, and create sound. A spoon likes to be dipped into food and put in the mouth. A cutlass likes to cut stuff. A sword likes to fight in the war. A tire likes to be fixed to a wheel and move things around. That's where the excitement of their lives are. And that's it. When you look at some of the things that excite you, you may be able to find your purpose. You may be able to find who you are in that. And that's how it is. And many people don't know. For example, that's one thing. The second thing that I said was a problem is that people have a confusion about what they have. And these two are intricately linked, who you are and what you have. For example, the conflict with what you have is an issue of misrepresentation. People see a child who talks a lot. They say, this child is a talkative. They would not see the future orator in that child. They see someone who likes to dance, move around, climb stuff and all that. They say, this child is just hyperactive. In fact, some people give it a clinical term, which is attention deficit hyperkinetic disorder. But they don't see that future entertainer, that future performer and all that. They don't see that at that point in time. Some people just say, so there are a lot of things that people have misrepresented. You see someone who likes to play with toys and all that, and it's dismantles them. You say this child just likes to destroy things and all that, not knowing that this child may be an engineer in the making, an architect in the making, and stuff like that. Misrepresentation of skills. And that's the same thing. So many of us have grown up to think that the skills that we have are actually useless skills. Many of us have grown to think that the talents that we have are not useful for society. Hello, 200 years ago, the light bulb never really existed. Somebody had to create it. Somebody had to, by reason of his own design and his own desires, had to create the light bulb. And it was not because of continuous improvement of the candle was a light bulb made. So somebody had to think about it and do something. And that's how it is. Bring out your skill, monetize your skill, look at how this skill can benefit you, monetize it, and you'll definitely be a better person for it. And the world itself will be a better person for it. The last thing I want to talk about with respect to a conflict of identity is, who do you have in your personal space? The people in your personal space include your friends, your parents, your bosses, and your mentors. And anyone who you allow into your personal space, who keeps all they do is they either enable or disable that talent that is growing within you. So you have to choose who you allow into your personal space. I'm not asking you to surround yourself with people who just adulate you, who just tell you are fine, you're okay. Surround yourself with people who will give you constructive criticisms, but who will encourage you as well. And these things can help you develop a sense of identity that will make you who you need to be in life. Remember, when there is a community of people, if one person out of a community of people with shared bondages is able to rise out of that poverty and out of that bondage into success, he unconsciously gives other people the permission to follow their dreams and make it as well in life. This is where I would like to end it today. I remain Henry Olamiju. Until I see you next time, I want to remind you, please subscribe to our YouTube page, try and like our videos, and as much as possible, share on your social media platforms. Till I see you again, keep it tight and remember to raise your game. Thank you.